Hello guys, it's that Dividend Guy coming at you with another dividend investing video with an update on my portfolio on how we did today, February 11th, Tuesday. I want to start it off by saying hopefully everybody had a great green day, triple G day in the market. I hope everybody had great gains and I hope people got some pretty good dividend income. So let's take a jump into the portfolio real quick and see how we've been doing. So today we are up about $15 on the day. Not too bad. On the week, we're up 3.87%. So that's pretty much what a CD would be giving you, 3 to 4%, which we're up $622 in a week. In the month, we're down 321.32 or 1.89%. The 3-month mark, we're at 582.43 or 3.62. So not much of a change between the week and the 3-month. Then for the year, we're up 21, almost $2,200, almost 15% return on investment in the past year, which is phenomenal. And then 21, 28, 27, or 14.62% since April 13th, 2018. So we will be hitting my 2-year here pretty soon. It's February, March, April. So in about 2 months here, in a couple days in 2 months, will be my 2-year anniversary of being a dividend investor, which is phenomenal. But as you will be able to tell if you go back, I started this channel in early October of last year. So I've only been filming it for like 4 or 5 months, but I've actually been investing for almost 2 years. So it gives you, I've had time in the market, but not a lot. So let's take a look at the individual stocks that have been giving us this great return. So first we have Altria Group. They are down big today. Well, kind of big today, about 1%. 98 shares, $4,400 of equity in Altria stock. $45.30 is our average cost. So we're sitting about our average cost right now. So it would be a pretty fair value for me to buy it. 26% of the portfolio is in Altria stock that I am trying to lower, and I will with the dividend payments this month, which I'll show you at the very end of the video. We're down $64 today, up $24 total, so pretty flat right now. As I said, it's about my average price, so we're not going to have huge gains on this stock. Next, we have Coca-Cola at $59.59. Today, if you were a shareholder, you lost 16 cents. But we have 17 shares, a little over $1,000 worth of equity. $51.10 is our average price. So this one we're up about $8.40. So that's pretty good. 6% of the portfolio is in Coca-Cola. That will be going up because Coca-Cola is one of my favorites. I would honestly rather have Coca-Cola be 30% of the portfolio than Altria, but Altria pays a better dividend in my opinion, and it has had just as much growth history as Coca-Cola. So just for that reason, that's why Altria is a little bit bigger than Coca-Cola. Down $2.72 today, up $144 on 17 shares. Not too bad. Then we have AT&T. We are down about 15 cents today, 62 shares, almost $2,400 of equity in the stock. $31.10 is our average cost, so this one's been a rocket ship. 14.2% of the portfolio is in AT&T stock. This one I would not mind it being about 30% of the portfolio because I think telecom is a great consistent revenue stream for me, and it's an entertainment company as well. Time Warner, it owns Warner Assets, so you would also be getting a lot of the box office hits like with the Wonder Woman or Aquaman or even the Joker film. Those box office numbers would help this company. So we have 62 shares, $2,400 of equity, $31.10 is our average cost, 14% of the portfolio is in AT&T, and like I said, I want that to go up. This is one of those that I will consistently be investing in. I love Time Warner or AT&T. So them coming together is just honestly like a golden goose for me. We're down about $9 for today, but total we're up almost $440 because I bought this on the merger, so I timed it really well. But again, time in the market is more important than timing the market. Now, if you're in the market and you can time it on bad news and buy up a stock that you love that you're going to buy anyway and buy it at a cheaper price, jump on it if you have the extra capital. It's phenomenal. I've done that with a few of these stocks, and it's really paying off for the portfolio as a whole. Next, we have another one that I bought on a dip. As you can see, AbbVie. Today it's up $1.25, so we made some decent money. And as you can see, we do have a dividend pending. AT&T did pay me a dividend of $32. AbbVie, as you can tell, on my 60 shares, I have 7080 coming my way, which they did do a dividend increase, which is phenomenal. 60 shares, about $5,800 of equity in AbbVie stock. Bought it on a dip at 72.22 when the Allergen acquisition was actually announced, and it's about 35% of the portfolio. $78 today, almost over $1,400 for total return on this stock, which is great. This and AT&T have both been kind of rocket ships for the portfolio. Next, we have SKT. This one is the least popular amongst commentators and viewers, but I like it. It's a cheaper stock, which means that I can buy it with nearly any dividend payment that I get, besides, of course, itself, because it's not that big of a portion of the portfolio yet. But this is exactly where the dividends are going for AT&T, AbbVie, and itself. SKT's dividends will be reinvested into SKT stock. I wish I was getting that payment today and not Friday, because as you can see, they took a decent hit. They're down almost 3% today, 2.5%. So they are paying me a dividend as well. 5 shares, 66.80 of equity, 15.29. So look at, we're almost $2 a share cheaper than when I bought it, which looks bad for the overall return, but that means it's a great buying value. So down about $2 today, down about $10 total. Not worried about it. Next, Target. This one, looks like it had some pretty big dip today, but looks like it kind of recovered. 10 shares, almost $1,200 of equity, 87.68 is their average cost. Almost 7% of the portfolio is in Target stock. It is a dividend king. I love this company. We are down almost $3 today, up $2.90 or 33% on this stock. Next, we have ExxonMobil. This one has been our down darling. I love it. It's paid dividends for a long time, and it's a dividend aristocrat, so I don't mind it being down. It is also pending a dividend on March 10th. So 29 shares, almost $2,000 of equity in the stock, $1,800 of equity in the stock. $73.50 is our average cost, so down $13 a share. About 10.5% of the portfolio is in ExxonMobil. Today we're up $18. Total we're down $374, that's really red, but that's okay. Oil fluctuates. And keep in mind, I am a dividend investor, so when my stocks are down, if I had the capital to allocate, which I don't at the current moment, but if I had the extra cash to be deploying in the market, I would be buying up ExxonMobil's stock like crazy. It would be number one on my buy list because I believe in oil. I know we're kind of in a transitional period overall for oil, but there's a lot of other things that we use oil for. So I don't think it's completely dead. And I think the more that the market gets afraid and the more, the closer and the faster that electronic cars become a reality for everybody having them, I think the better it will be for the stock because people will be scared. And I think ExxonMobil has enough money to cover the dividends, so I'm not worried about it. But it's a great buying opportunity for me currently at these prices. It's just a shame that I don't have the cash to be deploying right now. Next, we have Walgreens, only 1 share, 53.01. I lost some spare change on it, but not a big deal. Only have 1 share. This is on the verge of becoming a dividend king. Very flying high as an aristocrat, but it's about 3 years, I believe, or 2 now, away from becoming a dividend king. So I have 1 share, 53.01. We're down. Our average cost is 54.60, but 0.3% of the portfolio is in Walgreens. So very small position here. Lost 41 cents, lost $1.59 total. That's nothing, guys. I really don't care. And as for the watch list, I don't believe I've added anything. I mean, O is a monthly dividend stock. FRT is the longest paying REIT dividend wise. It's the only king in that in that realm. Pepsi, just like Coca-Cola, love the products. It's more diversified. Kimberly-Clark is one of the biggest paper product companies in the world. Illinois Toolworks is a great way to get kind of into the trade sector. Colgate is a family-friendly, in every single home type company. They make toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, just a lot of household products. Lowe's is the second biggest home store in the world behind Home Depot, they do like renovations for houses. They do a lot of plumbing, fixture work, HVAC, that type of thing. Procter and Gamble, another consumer staple. You use Procter and Gamble products even when you realize they're not, even when you don't know that they're Procter and Gamble products. Then we have American Express. I wanted to swipe a card company, something that got a transaction fee every single time that they swiped. Visa seems overvalued to me. Mastercard's dividend doesn't really do anything for me, so I chose American Express. Next, we have Clorox, just like Procter and Gamble and Colgate. A great company. They're cleaners, and they own Hidden Valley Ranch, which kind of surprised me. But as you can tell, going for household names here, stuff that you buy regardless of what the economy is doing. Next, we have Apple, which is the complete opposite of that. So people aren't going to be buying Apple products in a recession, but I feel like the brand loyalty is there, and I'm not buying it because I feel like people are going to continuously buy the new iPhone. I'm buying it for the services sector that keeps growing, because that is going to be a huge revenue builder in the future. Next, again, back to the companies you're going to pay regardless of the economy. People have to pay their electric bills. They're pretty much monopolies at this point. They're regulated and they're controlled, which means that they have very steady income streams. And things that you're going to buy in a recession: your water, your food, your electricity, and or your heat. That might be included as well. So I think Dominion's a great place. Same with American States Water and Waste Management. All three, Dominion, American States, and Waste Management, all three are utility companies. I mean, regardless of the economy, somebody needs electricity, somebody is gonna need water. It's something we need for everyday life, and people are gonna be picking up the crap that you put on the curb. Period. That's three things that are never gonna go anywhere, in my opinion. Next, we have Johnson and Johnson, big healthcare company, just like AbbVie, but this is even bigger. They have a lot of consumer products that you buy for your babies, which I think is great. Birth rates are going up, the population's going up, which means more babies are around. Plus, more babies are being born. Plus, people are living longer. So I think healthcare is a phenomenal place to be because people are living longer, which means that they need medicines, which that is exactly what AbbVie and Johnson & Johnson do. They make meds. Then we have 3M, which again, just like Johnson & Johnson and American States Water, is a dividend king. They are so diverse. They're in 5 main sectors, but they're diversified across those sectors. So I just feel like that's kind of a one-size-fits-all. It'd be great for any dividend portfolio, in my opinion. Of course, do your own research, but I love 3M. 3M and Johnson & Johnson, as well as Waste Management, are going to be the 3 biggest portfolio spots in the 36912 monthly payment spot. Next, we have McDonald's. Of course, it's a consumer staple. Everybody knows what McDonald's is. It's a worldwide brand. It's pretty much on every single block or corner you walk to. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 on a block or a corner. It's pretty ridiculous now. It's kind of the first Starbucks. But they have brand loyalty, brand recognition. They're cheap food. You're definitely not going to be healthy while eating McDonald's. But one thing that they have is a competitive moat, and they have pricing power. So regardless of whether you're a fan or not, you've probably eaten there. You know what their products are, and you've probably eaten one of their products. And when the economy goes down, people eat fast food. People drink beer. People, like, it comes with the cycle. Like, and if you're selling cheap food, people are more likely to, what do you think people are more likely to buy in a recession? Whole Foods or McDonald's? Exactly. If they're cutting and they're budget cutting, cord cutting, that type of thing, really cutting back on their lifestyle, $1.29 for a cheeseburger isn't going to break the bank, but $3 or $4, $5, $6 for a bag of broccoli probably will. You see what I'm saying? People are more likely to cut out Whole Foods and cut out healthier eating, as sad as that is. It's way cheaper to eat crappy than it is to eat healthy, and you might as well just invest in it because they're huge. And the other thing about McDonald's is they're actually a real estate company, so they sell burgers and fries on top of real estate, which that's actually why I like them so much, because they're a real estate company. Next, finally, the only exception I've found in my rules so far, aside from, I feel like Amazon, but it's pretty overpriced in my opinion, is Berkshire Hathaway, because as you guys can tell, when I bought Warner/AT&T and AbbVie and even Altria Group, I bought them at what I felt were value prices. Maybe not strictly value investing at 15 PE, of course, but That's what Benjamin Graham estimated the fair value PE to be at. But that's what Warren Buffett does, is he only deploys cash when he feels like there's a value, right? So when he bought Apple, he thought that it was a value, and it's gone up and down in price, but from where he bought it at, it's skyrocketed from where he bought it at. So he owns stuff like Dairy Queen, Duracell, See's Candies, Kraft Heinz. Like I said, Apple. He now owns a piece of Amazon. Like he owns like 500 companies. Berkshire Hathaway is just the holding company. So he's not only, I believe he's beat the S&P for the conception, for the life of Berkshire Hathaway. He's pretty much beat the S&P every single year. And it will be one of the big stocks in my portfolio. I love Berkshire Hathaway, love Warren Buffett, love the way he invests. He's one of the smartest, if not the smartest investor on the planet to ever do it. It's like, if you want to be the best at basketball, you watch MJ, you watch Kobe, you watch LeBron, right? If you want to be the best at baseball, you watch Babe Ruth. Like, if you want to learn about rapping, you watch Eminem. Like, if whoever the best in your field is, you study them to become the best in the field. Learn what they do, mimic their moves, and hope that you can get even half as successful. And then you make it your own, right? So that's why I'm such a big fan of Berkshire Hathaway. I love the philosophy there. I love the culture there. I love how open he is and how honest he is in interviews and stuff like that. So, obviously, sorry, I'll cut it. But as you can tell, I'm a huge fanboy of Berkshire Hathaway. So, that's the only stock that I'm going to allow myself to buy that's a growth stock, because I'm such a fanboy. But that overall is the watch list. Mostly dividend aristocrats and or kings. And then you have Berkshire Hathaway. So that rounds it up for today, guys. So overall, we're very green in the market. Can't be mad about that. We're up, $13. And of course, I got to go through the dividends with you real quick. So we have ExxonMobil's dividend, $25.23 on March 10th. Then in 5 days, so it should be on Friday, we get a $70.80 from AbbVie, and then SKT is going to be paying us $1.78. And the fun thing is, we will be buying 7 shares, I believe, 7 shares of SKT, which should add $2.20 a year to our. We're going to pretty much double our SKT, so it'll be paying us around $4 or $5. It's about $3.50, I believe, when we're done with it. So I will be buying that on Friday. Depending on when I get the dividends. So I'll try to, it depends. So like if they pay me before the market closes, then I'll film the video and show me buying it. If not, then I'll just put an order in to buy anyway, and you'll see it on Monday. I'll show you the transaction and whatnot. So anyways, guys, those are the dividends coming in. I'm super excited. We will be pretty much doubling our stake in SKT, because we'll be putting about, doubling it, because we'll be putting a little over $130 into SKT stock. So, should be fun there. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy investing to everybody. I hope everyone had a great day in the market, and I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for another dividend investing video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button, and when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification. I post Monday through Friday about my portfolio, and I am trying to get extra content for you guys out on Saturday and on Sunday, just so I keep getting consistent views. And I'm going to try to be out of the box on Saturday, Sunday. Not going to guarantee videos, because that is my free days. But I will try to get some content out for you on a daily basis. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everybody who hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you again on Wednesday for another dividend update. Happy investing. Take care, guys.